the 13th of all days. For any of you out there that I'm superstitious. Right. Now, before I start, I have been on very much due to the fact that I've been upgrading this little lot. And as you can see, gone as the Logitech G920 and gone as the TrackIR tracking. Oh yes, still got them, but they've just gone away. They am no longer on this. I've actually upgraded a complete lot, which is the wheel. I bought a proper rig to sit in, if that's what you want to call it. So now I'm mega comfortable. I don't move. The tracking's good. Anything that's bugging me at the moment is that when I've got to follow the sat nav, and I'll do that. Let's get rid of them mirrors. That's better. Let's get back into one view. Press enter. That's the only thing I've got left to do now is sort out some way of holding my stuff on my desk. Oh, that's a bit silly. Right, we'll go here. Why not? We'll take an easiest job. Let me change that. Is there anything different? Let's have that one. Let's have blue, eh? Why not? So I'm going to do that little job. Now I do believe it's the first job I've done since upgrading. Somebody behind me. No patience. Now we am online. I'm on server 1. There's only 560 of us online this morning. Right many, but I rather thought I'd come and have a go online. It gets a little bit boring when there's nobody about, especially at these lovely times of the morning when most of them still abed or just getting up to go to work.
Let's do this.
So anyway, that's me done. Let's get on, get out of here while he's messing about with his trailer. I'll be gone. It is a joy these days now to just come in, and just be able to do what's supposed to do. That's drive and enjoy it. Again, I could go through these red lights, but why bother? At the end of the day, they're out of the game. I'm there to be stopped. There's plenty of that online that don't abide by the old rules. I do try to keep to them. Now I'm still getting used to all the settings, as people that already own a Fanatec items will tell you. They am all customizable on the fly, and getting your head around that is a little bit odd at the moment, considering when you had all these to do in software. Well, now being able to do them at the click of a button. So like now I've got this to pull, I've got the spring setting a little bit too high, so when I find a road that's got me what you call it, a bit of a straight, I shall amend that, because it's pulling the spring tension of this wheel. It's a little bit too much for me at the moment. I thought it was. That's better. It was on like 90%. No wonder I was pulling hard to turn around corners with that much on. Anyway, right, let's get comfortable now and get this first little job out of the way. Now I do apologise for the poor webcam. Again, the lighting ain't the best, but I ain't got round to setting all that up yet.
And then turn right.
So again, I'm sure you don't want to see my ugly face anyway. Dear, but it's just nice to be back.
Turn right.
Enjoying these games now. I mean, there's a couple more games I've bought. I bought that Rally 2.0. We've also bought the FIA or FIA, FIA truck racing game. I had to buy that. You know, we've delivered all the parts in Euro trucks for the truck racing. So when I seen that, I thought, that's it. I'm gonna forget. The only thing I've got with that game is I have to press F9 or Control F9 for the menus to load. It just keeps sticking for some reason. I've tried different buttons on my keyboard. It's nothing to do with that. I just don't know why I've got an issue with it sticking. So, but it does. It just won't load for money, and the people that make it, I've sent them a message, and like so many others, they could be bothered to answer you back. Great. But they can sit there all day posting messages, but they can't reply back to messages. Anyway, never mind. I can play it, it's just annoys me. I've got to keep pressing them buttons. But again, I'm glad that I paid £34 for it. I would have been a bit miffed if I'd have paid that. But I did get it for a steal. I got it for 14 quid. No, 13 quid. So it ain't too bad. Anyway. Oh dear. It don't matter when I come on Euro trucks, it's always dark mornings. I think it matches my time of day. I mean, it's dark in the morning now. I think it matches my gameplay matches me. But again, it's so much better to sit here. When I say sit here, I'm actually sat in the one position. I'm sat in this Next Level Racing GT style cockpit, and it is absolutely fantastic knowing that I ain't moving at all. And of course, there's that many different manufacturers out there. This, I must say, is built like a tank. There's that many screws and bolts, no wonder it is so solid. I was going to buy another one before I purchased this Next Level Racing, and I'm so glad I never did, because I've seen the reviews now that I'm starting to come out about it, and it's moving, the pedal tray is moving. I've had this now just short of 2 weeks, and this hasn't budged 1 inch. And on this GT style one, they actually got some metal bars for extra support for pedals. So when you put your pedal tray on, you can then put these 2 extra rods down, or bolts, because that's what they are, to give you more support. You know what? I even had to use them. I'm so solid and half pressed down on these brakes, especially when you're playing racing games. You know, you're getting pressure on the brakes. These pedals ain't moved, the trays ain't moved for nothing. So fair play to Next Level Racing. So pleased with what I bought. Again, bit of a shock when it did arrive, because the size of it is absolutely massive. I don't know where my horns are. I got no horns. So if I got no horns, I'll go flashing. Oh well. That's something else that's missing off the top of my wagon. Again, that's when you have third party plugins when you're doing this. You get that problem. There we go. Nice little train for you this morning. Now we can come out, look at the stars, come back up, look at your radio, and away we go again. Nice stream running the side of here. I don't know where we're going. I don't know how long the job is. I think it's about 4-hour game time. So it ain't a very long drop. Oops. Just still getting used to this wheel. As I said, with the Fanatec settings, there's about 6 or 7 settings that you can change on the fly. So not only have you got to contend with all the settings in game to master, you then have got to master all the ones. Now again, I don't think I've got a setting for ABS braking and all that. I don't think that apply to things like Euro trucks. So, you know, would them settings be turned off on the wheel? I have no idea. And of course Euro trucks are the best for explaining what things do in the game. Oh dear. So it's a bit of a suck it and see time. Again, there's brakes and then there's brake pressure. Oh jeez. So, you know, I've been trying all day today, or all day yesterday should I say, trying to get my Project Cars 2 game to actually race, and that was a minefield. I cannot get, because I brought the bundle from Fanatec and I also bought the F1 Esports steering wheel. Where am I going here? Jeez, get round. So on both wheels I thought I'd master it on one of them, and of course then it basically keeps the setting, but now couldn't match it on either. So I lost my temper a bit today with it. Oh dear. I feel a bit funny wearing a cap at this time of the morning, but if it gives me my tracking, which it does, and I can do that now as quickly as like looking left and right. Again, there ain't nothing to see, but if I needed to, so quickly to do it now rather than arrows with the Tobii eye tracking again. Done his job. He could never have done it on this though, because it's a bigger screen. Tobii eye tracking can only go to a certain amount of screen, and I purchased a 50-inch television, which is what I'm playing this on now, 4K TV. One, so I can see it bigger, and two, it was cheaper than trying to get a monitor. So for the same price as a monitor, you'd be looking at over £1,000 for an ultra wide monitor. Again, can put this into ultra wide, kind of aspect ratio, lose a bit of top and bottom if I want it, or I can just leave it as it is and play it in the 4K, which I do. I enjoy playing it in the 4K resolution. Again, it's only 60 frames a second in frame rate the best in the world, but it's manageable. I've had no problems at all
Turn right.
playing the games that I've got so far on here. So again, I was only doing 60 frames a second
Turn right.
on all my other monitors. I don't own a monitor, don't own one that gives me super fast refresh rates, and I've never had no problems with them, so 60 is good enough for me. Again, it's a different PC I'm rocking all this on. The specs are as high as my other one. Graphics card's a Nvidia 1070, where the other PC that I was rocking on was a 1080 Ti. But again, no difference really. Sometimes it might, I don't know, look a bit jaggedy, but I've set everything to ultra high, and you know, so far, I mean, some of their streams, especially the Wreckfest, I've pre-recorded them and then uploaded them to YouTube. They're in 4K and look alright, to say it's on this 1070 graphics card, so it's holding its own at the moment. Anyway, it's quiet this morning. I think we're going to somewhere in Germany. There's nobody on the roads again. This is the thing when you play online. It's like people in my bed. It's just a normal thing. There's only silly people like me who still up, or just getting up. I thought since I had done a stream for the last, I don't know, I think it was 2 weeks since I've last done a stream on Euro. I thought, why not do one this morning and do it online. I must say, this Fanatec shifter as well, it's so nice to use. It comes with 2 knobs, one for sequential and one for like the H pattern. So one's a big round one, one's like a thinner one. I've took the round one off, so I've got like the sequential knob on the top now. I find it better, especially when playing Euro or American trucks. I keep that one on rather than the other. Oh dear, you wanted it ready? I need to scroll up. Ah dear. As you can see, I've only got a bit of lighting. I was going to light all this rig up. I've got a 16-foot LED multicoloured strip that flashes to the beat, but I thought nobody's going to see it anyway, so I'll leave it where it was. Hey Bob. I might actually do it though, because I need to get everything level, as this room is the biggest room in the world ever. So the telly's just off a bit. It needs to come in a bit, but it's hard to do when you're on your own. You know, I need somebody to just bring it in and say, okay, that's it. I bought a Next Level Racing mat because I use the caster wheels, which again do hold it, but somehow I've moved it, which now has made all the carpet move. So that's got to be done sometime over the weekend. It's never ending. Oh, here we go. Mysterious folks in the road. I love these on TruckersMP. Oh, Strasbourg, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Strasbourg. Getting better with these foreign names. I spend more time across the pond in Euro trucks than I do actually in England itself. Turn off the indicators. So we are probably that far away from jumping off this first one and I can go and get me some horns. I can't believe he took my horns off me. How can you have a truck without no hornage? For some reason my cushion is mighty loud today, I don't know why. And I've turned all the settings down on the cushion so it ain't so loud. Again, I wouldn't be without it. I did play this game without no cushion for a couple of days till I put the vibration cushion back on, and I ain't joking. You don't half miss things you get so used to having, because this vibrating cushion does add that little bit extra to the game, and when you ain't got it installed, it's horrible. Anyway, I keep looking at that little clock, I don't know why. Am I going down there? Yep.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Keep looking at that mobile phone in the corner. Don't know why. It's more of an eyesore than something to help me. Whatever it's there for. I don't know what that guy's chatting in that right hand, left hand corner of my screen. Again, it's the thing when you come online. People in foreign. Do I go in here and get it now? Yeah, I'll go in there and get them. Oh no.
Turn right, eh? Let's find a new route.
Yeah, find a new route in a minute, look. I need some air horns. Ah dear. Could have a truck without no air horns. Where's my air horns gone? Right. Any air horns will do. I don't know why he's took these off, to be fair. Thunders. Thunders. Do-do-do-do. Thunders. Let's have a tone. And a tone there. That'll do. Confirm. And away we go again.
Drive safe. Turn right. Get ready to turn right.
Ah, oh, been kicked again. I just love this, you don't even get a chance. No. Oh well. Let's deliver the trailer. Online or not online. Never mind. I can reconnect. Not a problem.
Keep right and then turn right. Turn right. Keep left and then turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn right.
So close to finishing as well.
Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Sure is. Confirm. Ooh, gotta go out, round and back. See one of these for a bit. You have to swing it round to reverse round again. Again, it shouldn't be that much of a problem nowadays. I think let's just come forward a bit more. Oops, when I'll do it. Just level up a bit more. And try again. Slower this time. It looks like I've done it this time. Yep, give me my little flashy green lights please, thank you very much. That'll do for me. Oh well, at least I got excellent even if I am online. So what I'm going to do folks is come back at you when I've done it.